Hey, I'm rolling out a new system for me. It's been a while since I've refreshed my system. I think the last time I did was the start of 2025, and it was kind of getting stale, and it's kind of faded out by now. So having a new system to work with has been really cool. And by system, I just mean a list of stuff I do every day just to make sure I get the end product myself that I want. By having a system, you just build towards your ideal self. So to start off, I've moved my Bible study from the end of the day to the start of the day. So that's like the first thing I do now. It's really cool because at the end of the day, I usually do project first before my Bible study, and that really got me tired. It's like, oh dang, now I have to do my Bible study, which is like I have to watch a video, then I have to read the reading associated with the Bible verse of the day, and the reading is usually just the same thing as the video sometimes, but sometimes it's not. So it's confusing. They have to read the Bible chapter of the Bible verse, and it's really helpful. It's really insightful. It's really spiritually enriching. But sometimes I just feel lazy, right? So moving into the start of the day has been really was really cool. Was really refreshing because like I felt energetic. Like dang, this is a great way to start my day. And it actually got me thinking about that Bible verse more because I feel like at the end of the day I'm wrapping up. So like I see the Bible verse, I learn my lessons, but then there's not a lot of time to actually practice it in the day. Even I stay up a bit, but it's like when I'm staying up, I'm usually just interacting by myself. Um, so having that at the start of the day and having something to reflect on throughout the day has been really cool. From there, I have my passive knowledge time. My passive knowledge time is really just absorbing passive knowledge, knowledge passively, as the name says. So reading stuff like news articles, YouTube videos. It's just really what my passive knowledge time is about. So, for example, I was looking at Reuters today, and Reuters, there's some cool articles I was looking at. So one, there's a France company, I think Orange. They're looking to use OpenAI's models to work more with regional languages in Africa. I think it's really interesting. It's a France company, but also it's just really cool in general because I know ChatGPT sucks when it comes to stuff like Igbo, and I'm learning Igbo right now, specifically the Delta variation Enuani. So it sucks that I can't cheat using ChatGPT. Maybe that's a benefit to some teachers as well, though. But I think it's really cool to see that. And then I know in the EU, I'm paraphrasing a lot, so take this with like a bunch of salt. But I know companies in the EU, co-manufacturers, are looking to change their coal companies that they're retiring by 2030 into data center companies because there is a lot of specific equipment that's used in coal manufacturing, so stuff like water cooling and stuff like that. So stuff that data centers need. So it's kind of like the perfect match. So I also makes a bunch of money for parties involved. So it's a match there. So that's really interesting. So I wish there was a way I could have swallowed that earlier and like invested earlier to make some money out of that. Um, Also, it's really interesting. Something just to deviate a bit. I do think it's interesting, like because the goal, I guess humanity's goal for a while now has been to like reduce our carbon footprint, reduce how much and the amount of coal and natural fossils we're burning. So I think it's going to be really interesting with like the expansion of AI and the amount of energy that has to go into it. So that's going to be really interesting to see if that reverses our efforts and changes how we approach it. But I do still think that's going to put more money in nuclear energy, which I think is something that's really cool. But besides that, after passive knowledge time, it's NEET code time, not LeetCode, code, NEET code. NEET code is basically LeetCode, code, but better from what I've seen and what I've done so far. What I like about NEET code is that LeetCode, code, there's a bunch of video variations, so it kind of gets overwhelming. But with NEET code, there's a specific video from the dude who made the thing. And what I'm doing for my NEET code to prep for coding interviews is just 2 questions a day. What I hate about NEET code or LeetCode, code, I guess, is that I always take long breaks from it. And then if I take a long break from coding or like LeetCode, code, I always suck. So I remember the first question I did today, I think it was finding duplicates. Yeah, I was finding duplicates. And it was like a really easy thing, logically speaking, but I just couldn't do it for some reason. It took a while. I didn't find a solution for that one. The next one was an anagram. The anagram one wasn't too bad. It was just a matter of sorting the letters. And then of course using Python. So you just use a sort, then you see, oh, does this match? And then you're done. So then NEET code, and after NEET code, it comes to the active learning. Active learning, and this is where some people may be like, oh, okay, passive learning does seem active a bit. But with active learning, I'm trying to do more machine learning stuff. So I've kind of broken my machine learning. I've kind of created a machine learning roadmap, doing a synthesis of different ones out there online. So right now, I'm kind of doing some refresher, doing a refresher on linear algebra. That one's the hardest thing I've done today. Actually, it's kind of like it's a very silent process of looking at my linear algebra textbook from the spring semester and just going through it, writing down notes, writing down what I think is important, writing down equations. I will be very honest in that I think it was a very dedicated study time, but I don't think it was very productive because I did actually do a lot of practice problems. I was just kind of going through the material, like, okay, I remember this, I remember that, but I was kind of avoiding the practice problems not to get stuck on them. I did do one or two, but those were like stuff like vector additions or scalar multiplication. And then I think also calculating the direction. Those were the only ones I did for the vectors, but stuff like projections and stuff like that, I really didn't touch on it. Then when it came to like the parts about maps, I just got lost, like 3D and 2D maps and stuff like that, and the proper equations for that. I got lost. But I do think it's a matter of time before I get like a hang of it. So I think I really like this system because if I continuously invest in it, then it will continuously invest in me, and the me that I'll see like in 6 months will be completely different and be closer towards my goals and my ideal self. Especially when it comes to this active learning part, I think that's the part that's really gonna be helpful because I do worry with my class selection for UMD. It's not gonna be the ideal classes. I know at Pitt I was gonna take an intro to ML class, machine learning, being ML, and that would have helped me get closer to where I want to go. But I don't think I'm gonna have the chance to do that at UMD just yet. So I have to be much more proactive with my machine learning learning. I like that, machine learning learning at my own time. So that's gonna be something I have to be much more focused on. But I'm excited to do it because I think it is a skill that's necessary, especially as I hope to pursue my PhD. Just being able to do work by myself without being prompted is something I think is necessary. I suspect it's necessary at least. But yeah, that's my new system. It is very tiring. I haven't eaten for a while now, so I'm gonna cook some Indomie. I'm gonna have some water because I finished my juice at the morning time. And I'm gonna watch like an anime like Gaki Kucha. I have no idea how to say it. I've been saying this name a bunch of times on Project Phillips, but it's the trash anime one, the anime about trash. Yeah, that's where I am right now. That's what I'm doing. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.